Hi there. One of the most common questions I get as a coaching psychologist from my clients is, what should I be doing between coaching sessions? My name is Dr. Richard McKinnon. I'm a chartered psychologist and coach, and on this channel, I like to share insights from the science of psychology to help you be your best self at work. In this video, I want to share 4 things that you can do in between your coaching sessions that will really maximize the value you get from the entire coaching experience. It's pretty clear what we want to do during the coaching session. We want to listen, we want to talk, we want to discuss, explore, we want to be open and honest, and we want to really engage in that 60 minutes that we have together. But once the 60 minutes is over, what then? It's the action that you take in between coaching sessions that really contributes to the success of you getting where you want to get to and extracting maximum value from coaching. Prospective clients and existing clients will be used to me saying that it's important to treat coaching as an ongoing program of activity, an arc of activity over time that you retain involvement in rather than just a series of meetings. I think we can all identify with the experience that you could give your maximum focus to a meeting, but as soon as it's over, unless you keep focusing on what was discussed and what was agreed, woof, it's gone from your focus and you're back to your day-to-day to-do list and pressures and difficulties and challenges and all of that stuff. So it's therefore important to maintain your focus on your coaching in between the coaching sessions, a little bit like you would with a project at work. If you're working on a project, you'll have a goal to work towards. And in coaching terms, that's where you want to get to. The ultimate outcome you're working towards. Also with a project, you will have time in your schedule dedicated to working on that project because, let's face it, there'll be no progress without effort put in. And thirdly, you'll have some specific tasks to take care of to move progress forward on that project. Again, progress does not happen spontaneously. So with your coaching, it's about dedicating time, it's about taking action, and it's about being clear on where you want to get to. Let's start by looking at time. It's one of our finite resources, and when we're feeling busy, we know that it can evaporate very, very quickly. You can leverage time though as part of your coaching experience. For example, block out some time immediately after your coaching session so that you can spend some time with the notes you've taken and think through what the conversation focused on, what action you've taken away to do, what it's meant for you, what you're thinking and feeling. And this is much more helpful than diving off a call or out of a meeting room and straight into something else. Look for slices of time you can take in your schedule over the weeks in between your coaching sessions where you can put into practice what you've learned, where you can practice new skills or undertake any of the reflective exercises that you've agreed to do with your coach. Putting these in your calendar serves as a really useful visual reminder. Because remember, a calendar is just simply a representation of the commitments you're making to yourself and to others. The action you take from a coaching session, well, that's a commitment to you. It's not to me. It's not to placate the coach. It's to take action for you. So why not mark that out in your calendar and say, this is the time I'm going to dedicate to that. It's far less likely to fall off your radar once it's in your schedule. Secondly, we've got questions. Immediately after the coaching session, and you have a look at your notes and you think about what it's meant for you and what you're going to do next, questions may occur to you that just simply didn't exist while you were with your coach. Make a note of those questions. Either ask them immediately or make a note to follow up with your coach soon. Don't leave it till the last minute before the next session, and don't leave it till the next session. If the answers to these questions are going to help you make progress, or if a lack of answers are going to prevent you from taking action, then you need to ask those questions as soon as you can. Now let's pause for a moment. If you're finding these videos useful, I'd love to know. You can let me know in the comments below, along with any questions that you have. And if you really like it, please just click the fact that you've liked it. It helps me understand what's landing well with the viewers. Third on our list, we've got action. Now, I've hinted at this, maybe more than a hint, but actually taking action in between the coaching sessions is really, really important. Now, on a video like this, it is impossible to share with you a list of all the potential things that someone could do in between their coaching sessions. But let me share some examples of the kinds of action that a coachee might take to move their development forward. It could be as simple as reading an article on a relevant topic. A really common example could be to take some time to practice some new thinking skills, noticing your thoughts, thinking about your thinking, noticing how you can step back from thoughts that are maybe a little bit intrusive or unwelcome or uncomfortable, and understanding them during the conversation is one thing. Putting them into practice is another. This is about the leap from I understand how that could be helpful through to I've tried it. And I see the difficulties involved, but I also see the benefits once I put it into practice. That's what we're trying to do here with the taking of action. So a mantra my clients will be very used to hearing is little and often. Putting these things into practice, whether it's thinking skills or habits or new productivity methods, little and often is much more powerful and cumulatively gets you a better result than treating it like Sunday night homework and leaving it all till the last minute just before you see your coach again. Doing it little and often doesn't have a negative impact on your schedule. It doesn't derail your day. And it also gives you an opportunity to notice the impact it has, maybe recalibrate it, treat it like an experiment, try new ways of doing the same thing until you find a recipe that works for you. Now, fourth on my list is reflection. And I've carved this out as separate from action, even though it is an activity, because I really want this in flashing lights and I want it ringing in your ears as you end this video. This is the thinking about what you've learned. This is the thinking about how it felt to discuss these topics. This is the noticing how it was to do these things and the impact it had on you and those around you. I really advise my clients to maintain some form of coaching journal, and also they can track how they're thinking and feeling about things and how much they're doing things and what they're learning about themselves. This kind of reflection gives you a record of your journey, which is much more reliable than your memory 6 months down the line. Taking of time to do this reflection allows you to slow down a little and to make a mark on the page that says, this is what was important to me. This is what I've been doing. Maybe this is what I want to ask my coach the next time we're speaking. So 4 simple but very impactful things that you can do in between your coaching sessions to really get the maximum value from the entire coaching experience. If you'd like to know more about our approach to coaching, you can visit some of the resources I've put below, or simply visit WorkLifePsych.com/coaching. And again, questions and comments, pop them below. It's always great to hear what is resonating with those of you that watch the videos. But for now, thank you for watching.